Hello everyone, and welcome to another random bits and pieces segment from my brain. And today we're going to continue our Brigandine playthrough. So in the last episode I managed to go down here and I captured Broceliande from Iscalio. So Iscalio is really not doing all that great right now. Obviously, I made a push into them, as did Carlian, and Iscalio is down to their last castle right here, and they really don't have much going on, so it's very possible that they're going to be our first nation to fall. That remains to be seen. So, for the first time since the start of this playthrough, I now have to defend 3 castles. That means that I need to have 9 available knights to be able to defend everything, and I happen to have exactly 9 right now that are here, so I have the 3 here that I used to attack last time. So I have Paternus, Asmit, and Isphus. And then up here I have Yanis, Kilaf, Charlene, Sophia, Cortina, and Chantal. Thankfully, most of them have an actual unit except for Kilaf, so that's not going to be too taxing to summon monsters. And obviously, as usual, prior to starting to record this video, I have rolled my my attack and defense teams, so we're gonna go ahead and get that all set up, and then we're gonna try and expand on our territory, hopefully, and not lose too many castles. Alright, so up here, we're actually gonna have Leonis, Chantal, and Paternus. So, Kilaf is moving. Kilaf and Cortina are going all the way into the castle that I just got. So they're going all the way down here. And Charlene and Sophia are going over here. Now, Aston is... So, we've been fighting a lot in Aston and from Aston, and it's everything about Aston. This castle is crucial for us right now, because if I lose that castle, I lose line with all of my other castles, which means that this castle here is going to be isolated and everything. You typically don't want for that to happen. You want to have everything connected so that you can move your knights freely around. Now, funny thing is, the dice decided that this here is going to be my attack castle, and Leonis is going to be up. Those are the only 2 castles that I would control the defense for, which means that my very crucial castle right now for this turn is going to be defended by the computer if I get attacked. So yeah, that might make things extremely interesting. Thankfully, I believe that it's going to be a pretty good unit or a pretty good squad that's going to be there, but that remains to be seen. So let's see if we still have... do I need to move anybody else here? I don't think so. I think I'm good. So Leonis is staying there. Move, move, move. Chantal is staying there as well. So I don't have anybody in Aston right now. Now Paternus is going up. Asmit is staying there. And Isphus is going to Aston. Paternus in Humber. And Isphus in Aston. Alright, so I'm gonna check my troops, making sure that everything looks good. So I'm good here, pretty full. I can't really do anything. I have a couple units here in case that it becomes needed eventually. Then up here, I really just need to get some monsters for Kilaf, and then we're good. So, alright, hopefully I can get him a heavy hitter. He has a centaur and a pixie. I think there's hydras here. Yes, and I am totally getting one. Some people don't like hydras. I love hydras. I really, really, really like them. They're the perfect tank. And I really like the Tiamat version, which is what happens when you upgrade an hydra. They really hit hard. So Kilaf is getting an hydra. Thank you. Alright, and I have 58 left. So it's not enough for an hydra, but it's enough to get a hellhound. Actually, it's enough for 2, I think. No. Sorry. Sadly, math has never been my strong point. So I could get a scorpion. Yeah, why not? Alright. Now let's go ahead and get him a hellhound and a scorpion. Not the strongest unit ever, but that hydra is going to be key here. Also, that's true, I have a poison fang that I can equip to my hellhound. That means that he's going to hit a little bit harder and has a 20% chance of causing poison. Keep in mind, whenever you have the chance to inflict status effects, a crit means it always happens. So if this guy here crits, he poisons the other unit automatically, unless it's a golem. Alright, so I think we're all good here. Oh, she did lose something. Yes. So let's get Cortina something as well. Probably... yeah, let's get her a hellhound as well. Oops. Hellhounds can be pretty nifty, but you need to be dedicated to want to keep them alive. They tend to die pretty fast, but they gain pretty good agility, and they end up being able to avoid attacks pretty decently. And they have a bread attack, and they have hit and run, so all in all, it's not a bad unit to have, but like I said, you kind of have to focus on it to stay alive. They don't have a whole lot of health, and not a whole lot of strength to start, but they become I'd say a interesting mid-tier unit. Alright, so I cannot send anybody on quests. I need my 9 knights, so we're gonna go ahead and save this as usual, just to make sure I don't make a mistake. Alright, and then we're gonna go ahead and execute. Now, before we go any further, gonna make sure that I did all of my right moves. Leonis, Paternus, Chantail, we're good here. Isphus, Charlene, and Sophia, so that's pretty decent to defend here. I have a few eaters, I have, you know, rocks, I have a Gigantes, so if I do get attacked there, I might be okay. And this is my attack team, so I'm gonna have Kilaf, Asmit, and Cortina. So not the strongest thing around. Not bad either. It really depends on what Carleon's gonna put in there. So I cannot attack this turn because I just moved, so we're gonna go ahead and see what happens. New Almikia trying to... Alright. So that worked for them. So I didn't get attacked again, so that's good. Alright, Philo quest. People coming back from quest. Philo, by the way, is one of my favorite characters from Leonia. She becomes quite a strong caster, so I kind of like her a lot. Kilaf is my favorite. He's almost overpowered, but I really like Philo. Alright. Philo stands at the entrance to a long-forgotten ruin. Curious, she goes inside. Walking through many weathered, collapsing passages, Philo comes to a gravestone surrounded by a beautiful flower garden. We've seen that quest before. We know that there's a couple different outcomes. The inscription is too worn to read, but a ruby glove is placed on the grave. It must have belonged to the person buried here. Philo carefully removes the ruby gloves. Philo feels a strange chill. Uh-oh. As she heads home, Philo becomes hopelessly lost. Every passage seems to twist back to the clearing with the grave. With every step, the ruby gloves seem to get heavier. Fear seizes Philo and she drops the ruby gloves. Strangely, she finds the exit very easily now and hurries home. That night, Philo is stricken with an unexplained fever. Lucky, Philo survives and will recover with time, so she's unavailable for a month. Baleen quests. Baleen finds a hidden cave. Her torch cannot pierce its darkness. Cautiously, she enters. The cave is deep, and it seems others have been here before. So, this quest we've seen before, it actually has, I believe, 3 different outcomes, and we've only seen the really bad one, the one where there's the trap. So hopefully that's not what happens this time. In the darkness, something brushes her hand, and Baleen extends the torch to see what it was. A Giga's corpse! It seems to be lost and scared. After some coaxing, the lonely Giga's corpse is happy to join Baleen. So that's the good outcome. You get a free monster. So this time it's only a scorpion, so it's nothing to write home about. But free is free. And then there's another outcome where nothing really happens. So those are the 3 outcomes for that particular quest. Gallowin quest. In an ancient ruin, Gallowin finds a stone face carved into a wall. Words are carved beneath it. If thou wish a blessing, receive it from my mouth. Indeed, the face's mouth is an arm-sized hole. Gallowin slowly reaches inside. The hole is deep. Gallowin sinks his arm in up to the shoulder. Suddenly, Gallowin feels something. He pulls out a rune tonic. Gallowin takes the rune tonic. Alright, so we had seen the other outcome for that, where you don't get the item. This time we were able to get it. Raisin quest. Raisin meets a gnome in the forest who says "I" as if they are old friends. We've seen that before too. You like it? It's free. The gnome holds out a bright red mushroom. Raisin eyes it suspiciously. What wrong? Is big strong knight afraid of tiny mushroom? The gnome stares with a mocking smirk, till the knight's ego demands action. Raisin trusts his luck to God and swallows the mushroom down. Tastes sad, but not too bad. Was best one is good, yes, see you. The gnome disappears into the forest. A while later, Raisin begins to hear voices. Something has been wrong with my throat. I just can't sing well. So we've seen that before. That's the outcome with the birds, and we're going to get an item. So I'm not going to read through it. I'm just going to kind of skim through it. So we found an item with a bag of gold, and that's something that's kind of funny in this game, is that in quests, gold is mentioned a few times in different scenarios, but you never... There's no gold, you don't buy anything, you have no use for gold, so... I think it's interesting. Oh, a Poison Fang! So I just got a second Hellhound for Cortina, so her Hellhound is getting a Poison Fang as well. Alright, now he's going to go back to the birds and can't hear them anymore. Longborg quests. Longborg finds a beautiful waterfall deep in a hidden valley. Thirsty, he kneels down to take a drink. Slowly, amid the rainbows formed in the waterfall's mist, a figure takes shape. It is Undine, queen of the water sprites. Longborg tries to hold perfectly still as Undine begins to sing. Suddenly, a gnat flies up Longborg's nose. Undine quickly disappears. Heartbroken, Longborg heads for home. So that's... We saw the other... In a previous video, we saw the other outcome where you get a stat boost, but this time we This time a fly flew in our nose and we sneezed. Alright. Something's going on here. So we're gonna get some storyline. Kidduff, have you learned any of the battle formations yet? Ugh, Essence is the first person I see today. I must be cursed. I didn't ask if you feel lucky. I asked if you studied the attack formations. I got it covered. Enemy comes at me, I crush him. Enemy flees, I crush him more. You haven't even looked at the tactical book I gave you. War isn't about theory, it's about power. Don't crimp my fighting style. You think power alone will protect Leonia? Protect the Queen? Remember one thing. Your defeat could quickly lead to the fall of all Leonia. Just shut up, I know that. I'd give my life to protect Leonis. If you understand what's at stake, I will hold my tongue. I only pray that you are able to keep on protecting her. Farewell. I do understand. Alright, so... Wow, more dialogue. Paternus, do you think the war might continue a long time? Truly, only God knows. I just hope to see my son become a man. Surely you don't mean you hope to see him on the battlefield? Far from it. Who in the world would want that for their child? Indeed. I have no children, but I understand how you feel. It may be improper, but I think of Leonis as my daughter. Every time she goes to battle, a part of me dies. I'm sorry. Do you remember her coronation? I looked at her that day and saw only a blessed future. But less than a year, and war was upon us. Leonia is the most gentle-hearted queen in Leonia's history. It broke my heart that she must rule in this age of chaos, force herself to be brave every day. Many nights I laid awake, cursing my inability to secure peace. Paternus. But now I see. Gentle Leonis must rule through this war, because only she can lead us all to peace. You sound like a doting parent. Oh, do I? Pardon, I mean no offense. I quite agree with you. Leonis's heart is purer than any other I've met. Yes, she supports us with all her strength. That's why I work hard to lessen her burden. Indeed, we must all work hard. Alright, so... we got a scorpion. Alright, but I cannot fit the scorpion with any of the units that are going to be defending here, so we're gonna give the scorpion to the person who found him, which was... it was Baleen, I believe. So, Baleen is getting a scorpion. We also got something for a hellhound down here. Alright, so you get yourself a poison fang as well. And then finally we got a rune tonic, which is going to increase the rune power of whoever drinks it. And Gallowin found it, so I think I'm going to give it to him. He can use it, he's only at 166. Alright, so he got 10. you don't always get 10. It says around 10. Sometimes you get a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less. So he's able to get a few more monsters, or maybe eventually. Now we're going to send people on quests. So Paternus stays here, Philo can't go. So Daline, Gallowin, Raisin, and Langborg are going back on quests. Again, gonna save. Alright, and now I should be able to attack. So we're attacking Carleon here in Kael'sant. Alright, and he's gonna be pretty strong. There's one thing, though, that you need to know when you play this game, and it is for a very inexplicable reason. The computer tends to expose Kai quite a bit to physical attacks. Maybe not as much when he's defending, and he's putting him like in the front line sometimes, and he's really a caster. He doesn't have a lot of defense and not a lot of hit points, so that makes him really easy to defeat. And when you, and I mentioned that in a previous video, when you kill the ruler of a nation, the entire army retreats automatically. So if we manage to kill Kai, then everybody's retreating. So he has a pretty good setup here. It's not gonna be easy. I might not win. Especially since Cortina's unit is so weak. And I get attacked over there first. Now Leonis is there, so I get to defend. I don't have to leave it to the computer. Yeah, it's not gonna be easy. Alright, we're gonna go with Lady Leonis, so our reunion comes on a field of battle. White Wolf, I'm sorry, I must fight you. It is pointless to fight and injure others. Are you blind to that? Battle cannot be avoided. Would you rather flee every fight and live at the mercy of every strong thug? Is that a life worth living? Life is a battle. Those without a will to live do not deserve to live. Everyone deserves to live the best they can. I will make a world where everyone can be happy no matter how long it takes. You will have to defeat me to make that world. Alright, so that's the first time that we've seen all of those, I think. So we have Vaynard, Ivan, and Morholt. So let's take a look at them. So Vaynard first. So he's equipped with the Ice Amulet. Vaynard is already a blue unit, and Ice Amulet gives him more blue resist. So if I have any blue units or spells, that's gonna deal less and less damage. The young king, he's 21. The young king of Norgard, called White Wolf for his bravery and brilliant strategies, he seeks to rule Forsena. His older sister Esmery married Norgard's bitter enemies Zemekis, and Vaynard has yet to confront his feelings on the matter. So Vaynard becomes pretty strong. He's a pretty good attacker, and he gets spells too. So he's pretty strong. He starts at level 18 when you start the game. So so he's kind of like midway there. He's pretty good. Ivan, level 13 knight, with a large shield and long hair. 22 years old, a handsome knight of Norgard with both wisdom and courage. His elegant fighting style is quite dazzling. He is good friends with Palamedes, and they have fought together in many battles. Ivan is the second best knight like the class, because Ganglin is a lot stronger, but Ivan has typically good defense, so he can be a pain, especially when the computer uses him and levels him up. He can become a pain. Then we have Marholt, who is a druid, just like Camden. We've seen a druid before. So he's equipped with a blue wand. 31 years old. A strategist in Old Almakia, he lost his only brother in the coup. He hates Zemeckis and his war, so he joined Vaynard, believing him the only one powerful enough to defeat the Empire. So he's there for revenge. Alright, so this is an attack where I'm being attacked in two different fronts. There's a few ways to approach that. I'm going to bunch up to face those guys here and hope for the best. So I might have to retreat. We'll see. I do have casters, so we'll see. Oh, now he's gonna have 3 turns in a row. So I have Paternus that moves first, and then he's gonna have 3 turns in a row because Leoness and Chantel are pretty low levels. So if you start with Norgard, you start with pretty good promoted monsters. You get 2 silver dragons, and you get an Ifriti. The Ifriti is, I mean, it is what it is. It's a promoted djinn, but the 2 silver dragons are pretty cool to have. Whew. Excuse me, I had the cough of a 70-year-old smoker, even though I don't smoke. I also never smoke. Like, it's that time of the year. Where I live, we can easily go from 70 degrees to 40 degrees in a day, so it just messes with your lungs and in your throat. So, yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and get set up like this, and let's see what I can do. Right, I'm just gonna end my turn here and wait. I hate that his Ifrit is going to come and probably right here and get my 2 leaders. And, maybe I need to move. Let's try. Oh, a crit. That's good. Now he's red, so it mitigates a little bit of the damage because my Phoenix is red as well. Alright, so my Phoenix is now level 15. Yeah, if I go here, it's pretty much suicide. Let's protect him for now. So usually you kind of want to focus on one monster at a time so that you can kill it. I just didn't want to bring my Centaur any further. Even then he's probably gonna die. Yeah, I saw that coming. Yeah, you really need to avoid that attack. Ouch. See, I didn't play really smart. I've put myself on the line for his Efreet there. He doesn't even have to move. And my Centaur is going to die. That's okay. Casualties are inevitable. You cannot win all the time without losing monsters, and sometimes you're gonna make mental mistakes, and I made one. Oh, he didn't even attack my Phoenix. That's interesting. Good. Okay. I know why he did that. It's going to prevent me from having a direct line to go attack. Interesting. Alright, he only has a 55. There you go. Come on, wind. Alright, then I get 3 turns in a row, and hopefully I can do some damage there. He's kind of spread out. He definitely didn't do what I preach to do, which is to focus on one monster at a time. He's been kind of all over the place. Alright, one thing for sure is I'm killing this Efreet. Alright, decent level there for my Wyvern. Alright, that angel is getting stronger. Alright, really gonna try to make a dent. I might not win, but I will definitely make a dent in his troops. Well, I can either go there and attack the dragon, or go there and attack the dragon. Oh, awesome. Can cast flame on it. The silver dragons have a red dot, so it's not gonna deal the most damage, but it should help. So let's go ahead and cast that here. Since I am going to hit for sure, I'm gonna go with my golem because they tend to miss more. So definitely can get an automatic hit for them. Alright, a little bit more strength. Okay, how much is 4? So sometimes you don't see really well, so I can't see really well the rune area, so I'm gonna have to count it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, so I should be good if I go all the way over here and that I try to do this. Yep, just not enough. Right, my Phoenix is getting some hit points that he needs. Alright, I'm going to heal my Phoenix. I really don't want for it to die. Even then. Even then, if they focus on it, it might be the end of it. Oh, I can't really go anywhere with him. He's kind of stuck there. That's not good. I didn't play all that great. So... Alright, well, let's go for broke. Alright. So Norgard has one less silver dragon to worry about, and I got rid of the Ifrit as well. They still have pretty strong monsters here, so... Oh, that's a pretty good level for Paternus there. Got a little bit of everything. I guess, I mean, I'm kind of stuck. It's my own fault. Ooh, that ghoul went ballistic on my golem. I'm trying to kill the ghoul so that I can move with my Phoenix. Oh, that should be enough. Oh, yeah. Excuse me. Finally, I can... I can move where I want to be. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I can... Well, I have a lot of flying units. And I don't like that imp there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna Go here, and hopefully next turn I can kill it, because it's probably going to cast a curse on Paternus. And Paternus has white, so it's gonna deal quite a bit of damage. Oh, good. I love when you waste a turn like that. So Vaynard is now protected a little bit more against magic. My level 8 Jin is going to die. Those lizardmen are pretty. Those lizardmen are pretty nifty. Uh-oh. Yeah. Not even able to. Yeah, I'm lucky that he didn't go straight for my Phoenix there, so my Phoenix might live to see another day. Yeah, I might have to retreat. I really didn't plan this defense optimally. I mean, I didn't do too terrible, but I've made a couple bad moves. Nice. They really want to get rid of my level 2 Griffin. There you go, buddy. Get yourself some XP. Maybe you're gonna survive. That's just outside, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Hi, how are you doing? So you're coming for my caster, but you're kind of exposed yourself. Oh. Just to say that he cannot reach it. All right. Sadly, the eels I want to make are all the way over there. I don't know if I should retreat or not. It's... Screw that, I'm staying. Let's risk it. Just in case here, get yourself this. Alright. There you go. Come on, buddy. There you go. That should help a little bit here. Give me some agility. Griffins are not the most agile monsters. Thank you. He's getting a lot of strength. He's gonna get strong. Ooh. I captured the imp. So if I win, and the pixie there, if I win I get the free imp, which I might have referred in the past during this playthrough as demons, because that's how they were called in Legend of Forsina. Alright, so that just made things a little interesting. Take that. Awesome. That means that I can come with my golem again and get a free attack. Alright, sadly I do not have enough MP to cast Holy Word with Paternus again. But I do have enough to cast Healing Word, which might not be a bad idea. Or I can cast Divine Ray on his dragon. That's going to almost kill it. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go on the offensive here. I might be defending, but sometimes a good defense is a good offense. I really hope that my centaur can kill it. There you go. That centaur is gonna get close to be promoted if he can stay alive. I'm really scared to get my Phoenix killed, so I'm gonna heal him again, even though he has quite a bit of hit points. In one of my playthroughs, I made a stupid mistake and ended up losing my Phoenix really early, and it made everything more difficult than it had to. So I'm sorry if I'm being overly cautious here. Alright, buddy, just stay there. Actually, don't attack. Stay there and take a hit. Alright, my angel should be able to sustain that. He's pretty white, 84, so... Yep, that's exactly why I didn't attack and kept him there. Oh god! A golem that avoided an attack. You don't see that every day. I don't know what day you're looking at this or that you're watching this, but circle the date on the calendar because that's rare. Awesome. I'm glad I didn't retreat. I thought about it for a second, but I managed to prevail. And did I only lose a gym? I believe that's all I lost, at least so far. Awesome, so Norgard came and attacked. Norgard is usually pretty aggressive in the game. They tend to attack a lot. So they came, they had good troops, they really did, and they attacked pretty good, but I just managed to do the right move. I made a couple boneheaded moves, but I ended up saving it in the end, so... Alright, give Chantail a level here. He's like the only caster you start with, so... The only offensive caster you start with. Alright, decent level for a giant. Oh, that's a bad level. That's alright. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Ooh, we're one level away to be able to level up to class up the angel there. Oh, and we can now promote the centaur. Really good level for my Pegasus there. And I captured him. So all in all, a pretty good defense there. I got myself some free monsters, got quite a few level ups. Looking great there. Alright, and now we're going to attack. So I'm going to save this here. This video has been going on for almost an hour already. So I'm going to get set up and I'm going to save. And we're going to do the attack in the next episode. So we're going to have Cortina, Asmit, and Kilof. Let's do it this way. So it's not gonna be easy. I may not be a fighter, but I'll do my best for dancers everywhere. I'm afraid I can't afford to lose. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and save. I've had an issue in the past with a battle save, so that's why I have a second save slot there. I'm not cheating or anything, so that's why I saved there. I hope it only happened once, so hopefully it's not going to happen again. Because I don't want to have to backtrack, because it looks like it's cheating, but I did so good in the defense that obviously I'm not going to be trying to cheat here. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. So we should all be good here. Alright, so in the next episode we're going to launch this attack. No idea if I'm going to win or not. It's going to be a pretty tight fight. I have decent troops, but nothing too crazy, and where they're situated is pretty good, and they have a few really good units, so it's gonna make it for an interesting fight there. So, well, as usual, thank you for tuning in, and until next time, whenever I roll this game again, see you guys.